Yo, what's going on, people? Iron King here with another week of Gacha news. This week was pretty juicy in terms of stories. We got some new games, collaborations, and even a controversy to talk about this week. Before doing this show, I never would have guessed there would be so many controversies surrounding mobile games, but hey, there's something new every day, right? Before I forget, make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoy the content, subscribe to stay in the know of everything we do here at 5'9", and drop a comment to let us know what you thought of the stories this week, and, let us know what you'd like to see us report on in the future for next episode. And with that all out of the way, let's get started. So for my first story this week, I'll be briefly talking about Pokémon Unite, a new title coming to the Nintendo Switch in July and to mobile devices in September. According to Nintendo President Shintaro Furukawa, the game will have cross-play and even cross-saves between the Switch and the mobile versions. The game is free to play and doesn't even require users to have Nintendo Switch Online. So if you have a Nintendo Switch and are interested in playing the game, you might as well try it out when it comes out in July. You can always just transfer your save to your mobile device later on. Pokémon Unite is a 5v5 MOBA where players win by obtaining the most points by defeating the opposing team's Pokémon. Upon defeat, enemies will drop a new mysterious energy called Eos, which when inserted into the opposing team's goal, your team will get points. So to break it down really simply, defeat enemy Pokemon, collect Eos they drop, and dunk it into their goal. There's actually a lot more to talk about with this game, so if you'd like to see a more in-depth look, we already have a video on the channel talking about everything we know so far, covered by Gale and Waffles. So make sure to check it out if you want more information. Pokemon Unite will be available on Nintendo Switch in July and will release on Android and iOS devices worldwide in September. Fist of the North Star Legends Revive and its collaboration with Sonic has officially launched, and man, is it awesome. As you can see in the gameplay footage, Sonic can transform into Super Sonic, where he initiates a devastating attack on enemies, all while Live and Learn from Sonic Adventure 2 plays in the background. It's enough to make a grown man cry. Beyond that, Sonic has the ability to collect rings, and like in his own series, as long as he has at least one, he can't die, which sounds pretty OP to me. I'll be honest, I thought this would be a pretty fun and silly little collaboration, but you can tell the developers put a lot of work into it. If you'd like to knock some heads in Fist of the North Star Legends Revive Sonic style, the game and the collaboration are available on Android and iOS devices for global and JP. Here's another story with an iconic blue platforming character. Rockman X Dive is going to be receiving a collaboration with Monster Hunter Rise. By the way, if you didn't know, this is actually a Mega Man X mobile game, but in Japan they call him Rockman because, Mega Man music rocks. Anyways, the crossover celebration launched yesterday on the 23rd and brought two new collaboration characters. The first is Hunter V, a male armor equipped with the full Magna Model Sinister set and sword. The second character coming is Hunter R, a female armor equipped with the Kimura S set and a bowgun. And lastly, the collaboration will also be giving X a special new Rathalos-inspired armor. Rockman X Dive is a gacha that features the iconic 2D action platforming the series is known for, but now available on mobile devices. The game is available for Android and iOS on JP and CN, with the global version confirmed to be releasing sometime in the future. Higurashi When They Cry May, damn that's a long title, is going to be having a collaboration with Steins Gate. So far we know that Rintaro Okabe, Kurusu Makise, and Luca Arushibara from Steins Gate will be making an appearance, but beyond that, there is not too much information that has been revealed at this time. The event is supposed to go live tomorrow on the 25th, so if you're anxious to see what the collaboration is all about, you won't have to wait that long. The game has been said to play very similarly to other games like Konosuba Fantastic Days and Princess Connect Redive, so if you're into those titles, you might like this one as well. Higurashi When They Cry May is available on Android and iOS devices for JP. Got one last collaboration to talk about, and it's Azur Lane, which will be having a crossover with Idol Master. Now, that's about it in terms of the collaboration. It was basically just a general announcement with more details said to be revealed next month. That being said, it's not all sunshines and rainbows with this story. Although this is unrelated to the crossover, Ai Kayano, the voice actress of multiple characters from Azur Lane, is having her work removed from the CN version of the game. Her voice lines and credit will also be removed from Arknights as well. So to sum it up, all the voice lines for the characters she played will be completely removed from the CN versions of these games due to controversy that I won't get into here. It's political stuff and we try to keep things light and fun here on Gacha News, so if you'd like to read up on the situation, please look in the description below. As of now, there's no word of whether or not this will affect other versions of these games or other gachas and projects Gano has worked on, so we'll just have to wait and see how things play out. Azur Lane is available on Android and iOS devices for global, JP, CN, and KN. To lighten up the mood a little bit, for my next story, I'll be talking about Rent a Girlfriend Heroine All-Stars. Wow, I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth. Anyways, this is going to be the first mobile game for the series, and the really cool feature about it is that heroines from other franchises like Fairy Tail and the Seven Deadly Sins will be making appearances as well. Speaking of appearances from other franchises, the game is set to launch with 20 heroines from 9 different titles. From Fairy Tail, Lucy Harphilia, Ursa Scarlet, and Wendy will be coming. From the Seven Deadly Sins, Elizabeth Leones, Diane, and Merlin will be showing up. From Fire Force, Maki Oze, Iris, and Tamaki Kotatsu will be featured as well. Now, I only went through 3 of the 9 different franchises that will be making appearances, so if you'd like to see a full list, please use the description below. As of now, not too many details have been revealed about the game's actual, gameplay, but the mobile title developers Enrich describes the gacha to be a love comedy puzzle game, which definitely sounds, pretty unique. I can't believe I'm saying the title again, but hey, Rent a Girlfriend Heroine All-Stars will be available for Android and iOS devices for JP when it releases in September of this year. And from the last story of the week, the release date of Code Geass Genesic Recode has been officially announced. The game is set to drop in August and is described to be a strategy RPG where you collect and level characters. It will feature a crossover story involving characters throughout the Code Geass series up until Lilook of the Resurrection. Sorry, brain fart. There will also be side stories released in between like Akito the Exiled, Oz the Reflection, and Renya of Darkness. On the game's official Twitter page, they had a pretty neat campaign where players would participate in a poll which would decide the icon of the game. The 2 choices were Lilook's face or his Geass eye. Unfortunately, by the time this episode airs, the poll would have concluded, but I thought it was pretty cool to see this interaction between players and the Twitter page. Beyond that, if you're a Code Geass fan, you're eating pretty good right now. There's an anime on the way, and the series will be having a crossover with a new strategy RPG called Super Robot Wars 30 as well. As for the mobile game, it will be available for Android and iOS devices coming this August. That's all for me this week. Time to give the floor to my co-host Sly to close us out for the week. Take it away, bro.
Oh, right, sorry, I was installing that Rent a Girlfriend game you told me about because you said it had Urza. Anyways, thanks Iron. Let's not waste any more time and wrap up the news this week. Starting us off will be Puzzle and Dragons. Nothing too major. However, there wasn't a version update for version 19.2. In this update, multiple units received new evolutions. It is a long list, and if I were to name all of them, we would be here for a long time. So to just name a few that received new weapon assist evolutions, Red Sonja, Green Odin, and Light Metatron. There were also a good amount of units that also received buffs as well. Again, if I were to list them all, it would take too long. So in the essence of time, Yuri got a leader and active skill buff, Sakuya got a leader and awoken skill buffs along with a sub attribute, and Zella received a new leader and awoken skill buff. In addition to these new evolutions and upgrades, one character had their name changed. All cards named Mir were changed to Millie. No idea why. Still gonna call her Mir since that was her name for 4+ years. Things are starting to wind down on Pokemon Masters, so make sure to finish up whatever is needed. The next region for the daily BP rotation challenge will be Hoenn. Assemble your Hoenn sync pairs to earn battle points in exchange for exclusive sync pairs and other rewards. There's also an important notice for an important piece of information for the upcoming update. This notice is the removal of all stamina costs for all areas in the main story tab. This will allow all the stages in the game under the main story to be playable and replayable without the cost of any stamina. Do note that you will be unable to obtain rank points, which is rank EXP, in any main story area due to this change. Also do note that no first time clear rewards will be changed. Those will remain the same. A reminder that June 28th is the last day to enter the special sweepstakes on Twitter and possibly win 10,000 gems. Make sure to follow and retweet the official Twitter account and their tweet pertaining to the sweepstakes to enter. Lastly, the Maxi and Archie Master Fair banners will be ending on June 29th, so this is your last week to obtain them for a while. Next up is the long-awaited Ragnarok event for Grand Cross. With this first banner comes a new Lost Vein Meliodas along with Sigurd and Tonar. Melee's passive reads, at the start of battle during the allies' turn, increases the hero's ultimate move gauge by the amount of orbs possessed by the hero with the most number of orbs. Limit one time up to 3 orbs. Sigurd's passive reads, at the start of allies' turn, for every enemy affected by a stat decrease effect, applies an effect which increases attack stats of all allies by 10% for 2 turns, up to 3 times. Do note that this is only the attack stat and not all attack related stats. In addition, the hero is also of demon race, affected by uniques and commandments. Applies when entering battle, excludes deathmatch. Interesting, so he can fit on both the human team and demon team. Toner's passive reads, when debuff is removed by skill uses in deathmatch, increases all allies' attack by 40% and attack related stats by 20% for 3 turns, excluding debuff removal due to unique effect. That means you, the one Escanor. As with all new units comes new cosmetics. They will be on sale first for money, then for gems in 2 weeks. They will also be introducing the Part 3 SSR ticket into the game. About time too. The unit lineup looks really good, with the only meh unit being Gerard. Lastly, and surely not least, we have Dragalia Lost. If you haven't seen the video we have up on the channel pertaining to the celebration, worry not. We will quickly catch you up right now. There's a special login bonus where you can receive up to 3,000 Wormite and 1,000 of various other materials as well. Starting on July 5th and ending on July 19th will be 14 days of free multis, meaning 1 free multi every day for 14 days. On July 19th, when the free multis end, there will be a 1-day only event where you can perform the first ever 100-fold summon. We do not know what the banner will be or how it will work just yet, so stay tuned for more details. And remember, the multi is only for July 19th, so if you miss it, you miss it. So please be sure to take advantage of this opportunity. On June 29th, we will be getting the Toll of the Deep facility event. This event will buff the stats of axe and wand wielders. With this event comes 2 new special alts for 2 beloved characters, Summer Alex and Summer Mem. We do not know yet of what banner they will be on or what their element or weapon are just yet, so stay tuned for more info. The next rotation for the Trials of the Mighty event is here, as Kamui and Thor make their return. Kamui will give the convictions and devotions to Mana Spiral Nurse Aileen, and Thor will give the convictions and devotions to Mana Spiral Gala Yuden. That is all for this week's Gacha News. I'm your co-host Sly, signing us off here at 59 Gaming. Have a great weekend, everybody.